The story of King David and Bathsheba. King David was a powerful and mighty ruler of ancient Israel, known for his many military conquests and his devotion to the God of Israel. But he also had a dark side, a side that would ultimately lead to his downfall. The story of King David and Bathsheba is one of the most famous tales in the Bible, and it is full of intrigue, betrayal, and ultimately, redemption. It all began when King David spotted Bathsheba, a beautiful woman who was married to Uriah the Hittite. Despite knowing that Bathsheba was another man's wife, David was unable to resist her, and he summoned her to his palace. They began a secret affair that resulted in Bathsheba becoming pregnant. David knew that the child could not be allowed to live, as it would reveal his infidelity to the entire kingdom. So, he called Uriah home from battle, hoping that he would sleep with his wife and thus be presumed to be the child's father. Uriah, however, refused to lie with his wife while his fellow soldiers were still in battle, and instead slept outside the palace gates. Desperate to cover up his crimes, David ordered Uriah to be put at the front of the battle, where he was killed. With Uriah out of the way, David married Bathsheba and the child was born. But David's sins would not go unpunished. The prophet Nathan confronted David, telling him a story about a rich man who stole a poor man's only lamb. When David expressed outrage at the rich man's actions, Nathan revealed that he was actually speaking about David's own crimes. David was horrified and repented of his sins, but the consequences were already in motion. The child born of David and Bathsheba died shortly after its birth, and David's other children began to rebel against him. His son Absalom led a revolt against him, and there was a great battle that left many dead. But through it all, David never lost his faith in God. In the end, David was able to reclaim his throne and restore order to the kingdom. As he lay dying, he passed the mantle of kingship onto his son Solomon, who became one of the greatest rulers in the history of Israel. Though David had committed terrible sins in his lifetime, he was forgiven by God and ultimately redeemed himself through his devotion and his commitment to his people. This story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride and lust, but it is also a story of redemption and forgiveness. It reminds us that even those who have fallen the farthest can still find their way back to grace.